Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is on this sweat-proof, summer-proof wedding guest makeup look, which is super appropriate for the summers. So if you want to know how I got this look, then please continue watching. First, I'm going to prep my skin using this L'Oreal Hydra Anti-Shine Gel Moisturizer. So I'm just popping that on my face and blending it out using my fingertips. Using a gel moisturizer is going to make sure that the oil on the face is going to get controlled throughout the day. Next, I'm going to use a very long-lasting eyebrow product, and this is the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Dark Brown, and I'm using an angled brush to fill in my eyebrows. To lay down a base for my eyeshadows and shape the eyebrows, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. And this is a very nice, affordable and long-lasting concealer. I'm going to blend out the concealer using the PAC 212 blending brush. For eyeshadow, I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Rose Gold eyeshadow palette. First, I'm going to pick up the color Sandalwood, which is like a light warm brown shade, and blend it through my crease. Next, I'm picking up this color which is like a plummy pinkish kind of a color, using a Miniso crease brush and applying that precisely on the crease area. For the main eyelid shadow, I'm going to use the metallic antique shade from the same palette, and I'm applying that using my ring finger. And I'm going to blend out any harsh lines using the same Miniso brush. I'm going to smoke out the outer V of my eye using a pencil brush and a matte black eyeshadow from the same Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette. Moving on to the face, I'm going to use this NYX Angel Veil Primer. So I'm dotting that and I'm going to blend it out using my fingertips. This primer is a very nice and smoothing primer. Also, it mattifies the skin, so it is very good for the summers. Once the primer has settled in, I'm going to use a loose powder from Bharat Dorris. So I'm using a powder puff and a very thin layer of powder to set my laugh lines. So I'm going to use this technique to kind of make these areas sweat proof and crease proof throughout the day. So I'm just tapping the powder wherever I know that I would get oily. Next, I'm going to conceal all of the darkness on my face, such as the dark circles around my eyes, the acne spots, and the pigmentation around my mouth area. I'm going to use the same PAC 212 brush and blend out all of the concealer. For foundation, I'm going to use this Fenty Beauty Pro Filter foundation in the shade 370. This is a very long lasting and mattifying foundation. So I'm going to work it in sections because this sets very fast. And I'm using a PAC buffing brush to blend out the foundation. For highlighting my face, I'm going to use the MAC Studio Fix Concealer in the shade NC43 and applying that under the eyes, on the center of my nose, on the forehead and chin. And I'm going to use a damp wedge sponge to blend out all of that highlighted area. And this concealer is also a very long lasting and mattifying product. For contouring my face, I'm going to use the LA Girl Concealer in the shade Beautiful Bronze and applying that to the hollows of my cheeks, on the perimeters of my forehead, on the sides of my nose, on the center of my cupid's bow and around my mouth, and also under my jawline. Now I'm going to blend everything out using a stippling brush. Now I'm going to bake my face using the same Bharat Dorris loose powder. So I'm just baking underneath my eyes, and also I'm taking the powder alongside my nose. Baking is that one technique that is going to lock everything in place and nothing budges no matter how sweaty you get. Now moving on to the eyes, I'm going to use the PLUM Kajal in the shade black and apply it on my lower waterlines. For eyeliner, I'm taking this Chambor smooth on eyeliner, and I'm just going to create a nice line along my upper lash line. I'm not going to create the wing using this eyeliner because I'm going to use a different eyeliner for the wing. So for that, I'm going to use this Miss Claire eyeliner in a shade called Royal Blue, I guess. So I'm just going to connect that to the black eyeliner and create a nice thin wing. Now I'm going to smudge my lower lash line using a shade called Kiko. And now I'm going to dust off all of the loose powder. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Pro Finish powder in the shade 173 and a big fluffy powder brush. This is also a very nice smoothing powder, and it is very long lasting as well. It's great for touch up too. And I quickly did my hairdo in an updo, and now I'm going to use the Loreal Lash Paradise mascara to my top and bottom eyelashes. This mascara is super difficult to take it off, especially in the summers, because all you need is a waterproof mascara, and you don't want the mascara to run down your cheeks during the summers with the sweat and heat. For bronzer, I'm going to take this NYX Matte bronzer in the shade Dark Tan. I'm basically gonna apply that wherever I did the cream contour. Layering up a bronzer or a powder contour on top of the cream contour is gonna make sure that the contour areas remains put. Using a smaller blending brush to set the contour alongside the nose. Now I'm gonna use the same loose powder and carve out my cheeks. For blusher, I'm going to take the Lottie London blusher in the shade Zack, which is like a mauvey pink shade. So I'm just going to pop that onto my apples of the cheeks. For highlighter, I'm using the BECCA Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Opal. This is also a very, very long lasting highlighter. So I'm just going to pop that on the tops of my cheekbones, on the center of my nose, on the cupid's bow, on the chin, and also on the tear duct and the brow bone. Now I'm going to brush off all of the powder that's been baking under the hollows of my cheeks. And this is going to make sure that the contour is super sharp and the face looks sculpted. For lips, I'm going to take this Kiko Milano Smart Fusion Lip Liner in the shade 531. This is like a cool tone chocolate brown, and I'm going to slightly overdraw my lips. And using a lip liner before applying a lipstick is going to make sure that the lipstick remains for a very long time. For lipstick, I'm going to use this beautiful dark brownish burgundy sort of a color from Sephora. This is their lip cream in the shade Black Sprbet, and this is a very, very long lasting yet comfortable liquid lipstick. So I'm just going to apply that on my entire lips. and this complements the eye makeup perfectly. Off camera, applied these PAC Falsies in the number 58, and I popped on a bindi as well. And to set everything in place, I'm going to use this L'Oreal Infallible Setting Spray. So I'm just going to shake it and spray it from a distance, and this is going to make sure that the makeup remains in place for the entire day. So yeah, that is the finished sweat-proof makeup for the summers. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please do give this video a huge thumbs up, comment, and do not forget to subscribe for more. And I shall see you all soon in my next video. Bye.